All right. Are we going?
We're on.
And we're on. 3. Remember we used to do that?
That was fun.
What was the bit? 3, 2, 0.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's some fun.
When they start to talk, you interrupt them.
Now, maybe folks out there not in showbiz, you might not know, might not get the humor, whereas we're sort of a showbiz power duo.
Yeah. That's how I would say it.
Well,
welcome to August, Joey.
It's August. Dads and Grads way behind us. Stars and Stripes way behind us. 4th of July.
When was Dads and Grads? That's June.
June is when
when
Dads and Grads go bonkers.
That's
because they're graduating and dads get Father's Day.
That's right.
And July, of course, famously a Stars and Stripes type of month.
Yep.
And fireworks and such. August, the dog days.
Dog days.
We're in the dog days. And I thought, and I wrote down some show notes. I now have a cellular
mobile device.
Fully
yes, my
online.
Fully Mobile is filming this one. Let's see if that iPhone 13 can survive.
I bet it can. And I was going to say what's new, but I think we should start with obviously what's new with you. Here comes the groom. Here comes the groom. Nicholas,
I got married.
He's lawfully wedded, folks. How do you feel?
I feel great.
Look at that ring.
Look at it shine.
You know, later we're going to talk about her a bit, but if Alyssa liked it so much, she should have put a ring on it, and she did at the end of the day.
That's well said.
Well, tell Cold Cans Nation they're salivating how the ceremonies went. This was their rival sort of a Bezos type.
Right. It
wedding.
Was the event of the year. There were a lot of protesters outside.
Yeah.
We had to take a bridge down so I could wade across a creek.
This is the pro Brian crowd again.
I think, yeah.
They keep
loosely. They were loosely affiliated, but I think it was Brian related.
Yeah. Justice, we demand answers for Brian.
No, it was a really beautiful weekend. We just had a small ceremony with our families there, and it was on the lakeside, so right up against a lake, very, very quaint and beautiful. And I cried a lot, I laughed a lot, drank a lot.
Nick,
Got to get through it somehow, you know what I mean?
So tell us what you were drinking and what the guests were drinking.
Yes. So we tried to, it was a situation where we had like caterers on site doing the meal, and then they provided a bartender, but we had to provide the booze. So we kind of had, carte blanche on what we wanted to serve people. We were thinking
mostly water and
skim milk and water.
BYOB. Yeah.
And grain alcohol.
And then grain alcohol. Absinthe.
So we had talked about doing the, like signature drink thing, like you hear about at weddings a lot these days. We didn't really do that. We kind of did. Mine was like a gin martini.
Of course.
And Alyssa wanted to do a brandy old fashioned in the Wisconsin theme and idea. So she had one of those. I had some martinis. It was funny because the caterers didn't have like all-inclusive glassware. So I was drinking martinis out of a pint glass.
Filled to the brim?
It wasn't, though I did make the same joke to Colton, our seemingly 14-year-old bartender.
Yeah.
But Colton. I had some good gin martinis. We drank them out of the whiskey that was brought because more people were drinking whiskey than I thought would be. My dad's a whiskey and water guy. He relived those glory days. I think my brother was drinking whiskey. Otherwise, we had some bubbles, like we had some champagne for some toasts, and that was nice too.
Beautiful.
My parents brought some spotted cow up from Wisconsin, a classic. They brought that. I asked them to bring that and cheese curds, and they brought that.
The essentials for, I guess it wasn't a Wisconsin wedding, but people from Wisconsin.
Yes. And yeah, it was just really nice. It was a really nice weekend to kind of take stock in life, and you know, that's what really matters. The martinis.
It's a big checkpoint. Some would say the last checkpoint, but until the final one.
Yeah.
There's just nothing there.
Running out the clock.
And your second wedding. Death in your second wedding. No, that's beautiful. And I'm so happy for the two of you. You both look resplendent to this day. You look like you have your post-wedding glow about you. I was going to say sheen, but then I realized that's not right.
Well, if it's hot enough, it is a sheen.
Yeah.
Tiger blood. What about that?
Tiger blood.
It's such a Sheen. I was sweating tiger blood. Charlie Sheen's famous tiger blood.
Winning. Hashtag winning. Yeah, what year do you think that was going on?
Yeah, we keep it
2009?
Yeah, probably around then. Yeah.
I don't want to Google it.
Don't.
But I could with my phone.
Speaking of, if you like it, then you should have put a ring on it. Joey was at a Beyonce concert. Tell us.
Fully admit I'm part of the Bayhive now.
Yes. It is Bayhive. It's not Beehive.
Who could say? I saw it in text form show up in the various places.
Got it.
I flew down to Las Vegas, Nevada. It was at Allegiant, the football, the Raiders football stadium. Okay. Is the biggest concert I've ever seen. One of the best concerts I've ever seen. It was 3 hours long. It was only Beyonce. I'm not like a huge Beyonce guy. It's not on the Spotify rotation, but obviously one of the performers of our generation.
Right.
And my wife, Devin, really wanted to go. We went. I have her shirt on.
Yes.
It's her with a banjo. She looks great in the shirt. She looked great in the thing. The loudest venue I've ever been to in my life, over the time that our kick returner for Wisconsin returned the opening kick for a touchdown in a night game against Ohio State.
Was it Gilreath?
David Gilreath. Well done.
Yes.
And over the time I went to the Packers miserably losing in heartbreaking fashion in the NFC Championship game in Seattle. Those are probably the other two loudest places I've ever been. Much louder at Beyonce.
Wow.
Adulation. Honestly, a great time. Worth it.
Nice.
I would say one thing we were kind of talking about before the show, I didn't tell you, is like, you know how when you're like, maybe this is not universal, but probably is, you know, like in high school, college, into your early adulthood, and then at some point you don't care anymore. But in those periods, you kind of sometimes feel like you walk into a place, whether it be a bar or an event or a community or a venue, and you're like, oh, I'm not cool enough to be here.
Yeah.
Like I went to like New York City a while back, and there was some bar we went to, like a speakeasy, and I was like, I don't belong.
Right. Everyone's looking at me.
And they're dressed up. And for right or wrong, feeling like that feeling, it's largely gone away. You know, I'm not very old. I'm a young man. I'm 35. And yet over the last 4 or 5 years, I can't remember all the time. I don't care anymore. It's like, yeah, okay, everybody thinks they're fucking trendy here. What does it matter? I'll take a drink. Yeah. At Beyonce, it's the first time in a long time where I was standing there amongst the crowd looking around, kind of thinking, I'm really not cool enough to be here.
What did you wear? Because to these big tour concerts these days, people do kind of get, dressed to the nines in the style of the performer. What did you wear?
Well, this was her Cowboy Carter concert.
I thought it was Raiders Stadium, not Cowboys.
Oh, why didn't I make that? I could have made that joke all night. I thought this was Raiders. Damn it. Yeah, this is her Dolphin Carter. Every city she goes to. This is her Packers Carter tour.
That'd be fun.
And then in Dallas, people go really nuts.
Right.
No, it's her Cowboy Carter tour. No more goofing on this episode, please. It's her tour, and so people are in Western gear, which was cool. You have people from all walks of life, the elderly, the young. You know, all
that sums it up.
All races, all genders, all sexualities, all everything in one place, celebrating this like center of gravity of performer that Beyonce is really cool. When everyone's like, "Fuck it, we're doing Western stuff."
Yeah, that's fun.
That's really fun, and so it was like cool to see that in that. But everyone had a different take on it that was a little more sophisticated than mine. I had a cowboy hat.
You did wear? Okay, nice.
Devin borrowed a cowboy hat and then had some cool like. Sequins on were sparkling, and it was so we were mildly dipping our toes into the getup. It was a blast. I really enjoyed being there. Drink wise, a couple of Coronas in big giant cans from me, so not as cool as your wedding.
So warm by the end, giant Corona.
Warm by the end Coronas. However, in Las Vegas, this brings me. I haven't even brought out the drink of the day.
I know, and we were going to talk about our pregame drink of the day as well, and we haven't done that. We're just catching up.
Well, it's still.
I want to catch up with you.
We're still in catch-up mode, so don't go back to that. And also, remember, we were going to monetize the pregame segment. However, in Vegas, if you know how in Vegas, like if you go to any of these hotels or casinos along the Strip, there's all these little like. They're not mini marts, but they're like in the casino. It's like somebody standing there in a small space and you could buy tall boys of stuff.
Yeah.
If you buy two, Devin and I were there, so we would always buy two.
Wow.
You get a free shot.
Marriage goals much?
Stop. Look at that. Look at that ring on it. Let me see it again. Gold. It's very nice.
Gold.
I like that it's also, that's like exactly what I did. I didn't do gold, but like the simple, like give me a little simple band.
Yeah. On that topic, I mean, I didn't have a ton of preferences going into it. I was just like, I think a simple thing would be best. And and then it was like somewhat of a surprise to me what it was. So.
Oh, she picked it out. That's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. I kind of was like, I think I want a silvery looking one, and I just wanted to be simple, which was nice. However, yes, marriage goals, was working my way back from that. You buy 2 drinks, and in Vegas at nearly every casino, at least every MGM establishment, and I'm an MGM Rewards member, sign up for Bet MGM, get $5 off your first bet.
Oh, we'd kill for an MGM sponsorship.
Oh my God. Jamie Foxx here between us. When you buy 2 drinks, you get a shot for free, and I brought one home.
Gosh.
So I brought a Tito's home with me
for
this very segment when we got to Vegas. We got there earlier than I thought. So we're going to each have a little bit of this Tito's. Now, that's going to be for the drink of the day. So maybe we'll just, you mind
swing
if we
it?
swig?
Yeah, let's do it.
I'll try to keep it away. I won't suck it.
That actually gets more germs on it when you don't suck it, because the vacuum kind of. Now that's not half, folks. Look at that.
So you finish that.
Look at what he left me with here.
I can't do more than that right now. Maybe later we'll come back to the Tito's. That's just to get us going a little bit. And that's what you get for free along with 2 drinks. So brought to you by Tito's.
What drinks were you getting, did you say? Like when you went to the mini marts?
Honestly, we steered towards like good beers. So they actually carry like local Vegas IPAs and stuff now in those places. So we would get those. We went and played what Devin calls pop, which is craps. Mostly because there's like a machine now you can pop the dice and then it plays it. You don't have to go to the big tables. And then we played some blackjack. I think we came out ahead again, which is like the 3rd time in a row. It's very bizarre that we're winning.
That's like there's a natural pipeline now from playing at like an arcade, playing Hungry Hippos into the pop craps. Craps? Yeah, craps machine.
It's probably repurposed machines.
Swap the hippos for craps.
Yeah. And Devin does a really good impression of the same talk track that happens in those machines. Press the button. And that's when you press it pops.
Oh, wow.
It's pretty brutal. And yet we were winning at one, so we sat at one for a while and won a good amount of money.
Dang.
Which is pretty cool. So that was fun. Let's talk a little bit about our pregame drink.
Let's do it. So
it's sponsored by Tito's Handmade Vodka.
Thank you, Tito's. It's been hot here, and so I've been drinking some white wine. I popped open a box of Boda Sauvignon Blanc.
Open a box.
And I've really rediscovered a love of black wine, I will tell you. But what I've been doing to thin it out a little bit and to thin out myself is basically doing a 50-50 ratio of the white wine and club soda.
So you're increasing your drinking in order to thin out as part of your diet regimen.
That's right.
Yeah.
More volume in. And then I end up drinking twice as much wine.
Because you're not drunk enough.
Exactly.
So half wine, half club soda.
Yes. And then I top it with a little bit of Chambord, black raspberry liqueur on top, just to give it a little added taste. It does end up tasting somewhat like a raspberry lemonade type, very cold beverage. And that's what we had for our pregame here. What did you think about it?
It was really good. It's hot out today.
It is.
It's the dog days of summer, and it refreshed me. It got me ready for the show. Thank you for fixing it for me.
I'm
Folks at home, half boxed white wine.
That's right.
Half club soda.
Any box will work.
Signature Select club soda specifically.
That's
and
right.
A
if
dash
you live
of
in the
Chambord.
Albertsons area, get your Signature Select today.
Chambord, made by monks, right? Or is that not that one? Cartesian
I don't know if
monks?
that's that one. That is, it's the yellow thing, chartreuse.
Fuck me.
Or green thing. I mean, green.
Let's stop talking
Jabal's going to drag us again.
Is that Jabal's spinning his grave?
I caught up with him the other day for the first time in a while.
How's he?
He's chatted. Yeah, he seemed to be doing well.
Did he drag us through the mud?
Yeah.
Or is he not listening anymore?
He's not listening. The ultimate drag.
Yeah, that's worse than anything.
It is.
We've tarried too much. Have we caught up? Have we chatted the chit?
Yes.
All right.
I think it's time.
You put that here. You would agree. You couldn't disagree.
Wow.
That
Joey's been taking a public speaking and persuasion class.
Does it show?
We can all agree.
I've been doing a lot of Toastmasters.
Yeah, Toastmasters.
What's the deal? You would agree.
Jerry Seinfeld. Jerry Seinfeld masterclass.
Jerry Seinfeld teaches Toastmasters. What's the deal with FY26's outlook? What's the deal with a high profit loss ratio guiding the market? I don't have a Jerry impression. What? That's more of like a Leno.
It's just, I think
Leno.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which reminds me, so before we had the actual wedding, we had an engagement party out in Seattle, kind of for the Seattle people, knowing that we weren't going to have a big wedding for everyone to come to. And I had a little recording station set up in the corner for people to leave little messages and notes of encouragement. And it took us over a year to listen to them. Life's just so busy, you know?
Yeah.
So busy.
Yeah.
FY26 and P&L and just so busy.
With FY26 here, life's too busy to do anything.
You can't.
Yeah.
So we finally got around to listening to the voice messages, and Joey Glocke, he had a couple friends stop by, including Bernie Sanders, Senator Bernie Sanders.
Yeah, the 1% of the 1%.
Former Governor Jesse Ventura.
Everything leads to one place.
There's another one that I'm not going to remember, but also Jay Leno.
What's the deal with the used cars?
And so we got to listen to some short messages by those famous friends of my friend Joey. That was fun.
I wish I could remember who the fourth.
I know
who's
the one you always do.
Oh, Michael Cade.
Yeah.
I came to you, Batman. Yeah. So that was cool. I invited them, and they kind of did the talking on my behalf.
Cool. They did not give us a gift, unfortunately. That would have been nice.
Yeah, I did. But it wouldn't
by bringing them.
Exactly.
And an actual gift. Yes.
Yeah. But
sorry, not to derail. Though I already have.
When I saw the figures on the checks they were writing for you, I thought as a finder's fee, maybe I'll take 100% of it.
Yeah.
So that's kind of how that panned out. Well, that's nice that you had those. Did you get a lot of recordings from your guests that were meaningful?
There were a fair amount, and it was honestly nice. We teared up during a couple of them. Like some people, I think it's a nice way to let people share some feelings that they otherwise wouldn't share, either to your face or when they're not drunk.
Yeah.
At the end of the night at an engagement party. So it was nice. Yeah, we got some things, some memories to hold on there. Yeah, it was really nice.
So not everybody did Leno impersonations and shit like that?
I think that might have been the only one.
Yeah. All right, let's get to the drink. Okay, you'd agree that we're in the Pacific Northwest, correct?
No doubt.
There's no doubt about it. We're in Seattle. We're in the square of it. A lot of people would argue that this portion of the country will make wine. So what if we did, you and I, we settled it once and for all with a Wines Around the World segment. This is the Wines Around the World, what's it called when people do like a arc? Maybe the arc. Our Wines Around the World arc of cold cans, leading with Pacific Northwest wines.
Okay.
So these are the wines of Washington, Oregon, and California. And we're going to taste the leading
Northern California.
Northern California, don't make any mistake about it. And we're going to taste the leading red wines of each of these places.
Okay.
And we're going to decide once and for all who the king of Pacific Northwest wines really is. Wow. With maybe a little bit of twists and turns along the way.
Joseph, that doesn't sound like an arc. That sounds like a zigzag.
Yeah, well, shut up. All right, let's start with aforementioned Northern California. Now, folks might know California probably the most world-renowned wine region in America, I would say, Napa Valley. Yeah. And certainly. And so I'm glad I brought my little...
Oh, nice.
Yes.
Wine opener
you thought
is
it was.
automatic.
It's not...
Now, did you clean that before you brought it over here?
Don't worry about it.
Dishwasher safe. You got a little past cork stuck in there.
I can't get that thing out.
Gotcha.
It's stuck in there. So this is
need a little finger or something similarly shaped and sized to get that out
Nicholas,
of there.
This is a folk machine. You're a married man now. This is a
That's right. I got to shape up.
Lawfully married. This is a folk machine, parts and labor California red table wine.
The Folk Machine. Okay.
So I asked.
Let's get the Tito's out of the way. Get a nice shot of that.
This segment no longer brought to you by Tito's. There,
Folk
I got the
Machine.
cork out. Folk Machine. Now,
nice
first
pie chart on there. Is this FY 26?
This was brewed in FY 26.
I love brewing wine.
Yeah, me too. Let's ferment it for a while, then I put the yeast in it, and then I put it in a big old vat of wort. I asked the guy from PCC. I said, "Give me a good California wine. Doesn't necessarily have to be iconic. Just what's your favorite California wine right now?" He went right to this.
Wow.
He said, "Here's this, asshole." That's what he said. So
was his name Colton?
Yeah, it was called Colton. He looked like he was like 14.
All right, Joey's pouring. Oh, yeah. That looks red to me.
It sure is. This is a red table wine. So I thought it interesting. He pointed out a blend, but I trusted him. And at that point, didn't want to go against him. I didn't really want to pick this one. But California wine. Here we go.
Cheers. Very smooth.
Yeah.
The flavor...
I don't really like it.
Right. It's not my favorite. It's a little like, I don't know, flat or something.
It's also like fruitier than I like. You know, it's not that bold, but it's also not like a smooth like Pinot Noir. It's like it's a table wine, I guess. It'd be like
you're really going to challenge me to sound intelligent about wine again. To me, it's like not fruity.
I find it fruity, so this is good.
Oh, man.
I have 1,000-day aged Gouda.
Self-aged, I hope.
Oh, shit. Self-aged, yes. This is fresh Gouda that I've had for 1,000 days.
Hey, if it smells okay and it looks okay, it's fine.
It is okay.
Speaking of marriage discord that I have
that's
on
what
the daily.
Your newly married
lot of cheese.
Beautiful wife says. It's like, well, I always think to myself, if it smells okay, if he smells okay, he looks okay.
Yeah, that was in my vows.
All right, so if you need to like cleanse your palate, free take on there. Just 1,000-day aged Gouda. I think it's really good. Also from PCC.
1,000 age, 100.
Nick has always got the pulse of the youth. You could have fit right in at a Beyonce concert.
100, I guess. You know, I was talking to a Gen Z person on a work call, actually, and they kept saying, I would say something, and they say, said. I'm familiar with heard. You know, heard.
I'm familiar with neither. Heard and said?
Said. I had not heard said before.
And that means he's like, I'm vibing with what you're...
I'm agreeing with what you're saying,
said.
And I'm understanding it, and I support it.
Say less. Say less.
I think it's similar to say less.
I view that as an insult.
Yeah, it's like, shut up.
Yeah, shut the fuck up now. You've said
You've
enough.
made your point. Yeah,
Yes.
Shut up. I want to talk. So yeah, said.
Well, actually, I mean, obviously with the cheese, with the wine, now the wine tastes better because it's getting that coating of fat off your tongue, and that's a delightful thing. Speaking of making your point and shutting the fuck up,
yeah,
I have some news for you. I was in jury duty for a week.
That's right.
So I was summoned.
Need some more wine for this.
Yeah. I was summoned. I didn't try to get out of the selection process, though in the back of my mind, that's what I was going to try to do. And they said basically,
because you can like defer it, right? Essentially,
I already did that. I was traveling the other time, and then they said, "Well, we have another case for you, asshole." Everybody keeps talking to me like that.
Yeah, said.
Yeah, said. I said. I guess I don't have to say I said.
That's what I said. Yeah, so I says to him, said.
I says to him, I says said.
The Gen Alpha Midwesterner. I like that. Charlie Barons, we got your new idea. Got a new $1 million idea.
Yeah. Steal another one from us, asshole. So I says to him, I says said. That is pretty good. All right. Hold on. What are we doing? Oh, I was on jury duty. I got selected. They asked me in the pre-selection process if a military veteran took the stand, would you believe that everything he said had to be true? And so the first two people they asked that were like, yes. And they dismissed them. And I was like, I see the pattern here. And then yet I like couldn't, I don't know. I was like, I don't want it to come off like I'm clearly getting out of jury duty. So I was like, I would very much respect their, time served in the military, but also I would look at the evidence and, anybody could say anything. So I would, I would use the evidence to dictate, and that was enough for like, bring that guy on. So
this
whatever.
Crime boy in here.
Yeah, this guy's virile, they said. So I got
virile in mind. Let's see what else he's got. Bring him out back.
And they did. And I was like, what do I have to do? I'm there half the week. This woman, here's the trial. I could say this is all public record. And I was told I could say this you could say this on your podcasts, the judge said. This woman is on video. She's in a Goodwill. It looks like she's trying to shoplift. So the security guard comes over. This is a felony assault charge. Felony.
Damn.
Security guard comes over, takes like the pants out of her hands or whatever. And is like, get out, get out, get out. So she's kind of arguing with him, but she's making her way out with her like companion, this guy who was there, also looking like he was trying to shoplift. Mm-hmm. And so they're walking towards the front of this Goodwill from inside.
Okay.
And they're going towards the door. Now the doors of these Goodwill they're automatic. So on one side is an indoor. So when you are outside walking in, it opens in. Yep. Automatically. And the other side is the opposite. If you're going out, it opens out to the parking lot.
And they're separated by a like metal divider.
Little divider.
Yep.
So she walks up to the indoor. Her companion hops the little divider. He goes out. She forces the indoor out. So now it's stuck open. And the security guard is like, get out, get out. She gets out. He then grabs the stuck open door, which is unnaturally open outside. It's supposed to always open into the Goodwill. And he's pulling it closed. As he pulls it closed, she runs up, kicks the door, chops off his thumb. His thumb's gone. Long story short, this is all on video. And for a felony assault charge, you have to not just prove that this thing happened, you have to prove that he had considerable suffering, that like he basically significantly altered his life.
Okay.
So you could say he's got half a thumb.
That would change things.
But you literally do have to prove it. It's like written. Right. It's told you 1,000 times. Like you can't assume anything. You have to. The state is burden of all this evidence. Long story short, state never really asked him about what happened to him, how much it hurt, how much suffering, whether it changed his life in any way. So long story short, it was a misdemeanor assault, no doubt.
Yeah.
If I come up and I pop you in the face, that's not a felony assault, but it could be a misdemeanor assault. Mm-hmm. But wouldn't like fundamentally alter your life necessarily. You might have a black eye. With this, he lost his thumb. Yes. They never proved it. Not guilty. She walked free. Crazy, huh?
That's the justice system for you, Joe.
Sure is.
Joey Justice, letting guilty people walk free. No, it's an interesting thing. I appreciate you sharing the story. And it's too bad. His lawyers did him dirty.
The prosecution did him dirty. Yeah, no justice, which was the state. Two like younger lawyers that did their best, but they forgot that. There was like one juror was like, there's no way someone that small could assault a security guard that big. That was one. And I was like, well, I don't know about that, but I'm also voting not guilty because the evidence wasn't there.
Right. You got to follow the rules and the law. Yeah.
So I think even if we would have pursued guilty, that person would have been like, there's no way she could have done it. She was small, which doesn't make any sense.
Well, even though the verdict was, maybe not sensible, you can at least leave with a lot of goodwill.
Yeah. Let's move on. Hey, I'm
going
to have a little more of this Gouda.
Is this wine... These will, of course, get better. I think, if we could handicap these a little bit, because as we go on, they're going to taste better.
Great point.
But
great point.
Thank you. Sustained.
Overruled, Your Honor.
Why would the lawyer say
overruled? It's not doing it for me either.
It's not doing much for me, yeah.
I agree.
Folk machine.
Yeah, more like fuck machine. More like fuck this machine.
There we go. Yeah. Santa Rosa. Hey, Santa Rosa. That's where our buddy his parents have a cabin, right?
Rye Guy's cabin.
Yeah.
Rye Guy, if you're listening,
take us back there.
Take us back, but don't take us to Folk Machine. No, it's not a bad wine. Like if you were just like, if it was the winter and you were like bad. Sitting around a fire passing this around, it's not the end of the world, but it's certainly not that good. So, all right.
I'd love to sit around a fire passing wine around.
I do too. All right. Next one is an Oregon wine, Willamette Valley. This is outside of Portland. And what they do very well are Pinot Noirs and Syrahs. So this is a Syrah. And
the Willamette.
Willamette. Yeah, I said Willamette.
I'm going to cleanse my palate with the rest of the Tito's.
Okay.
Do you want any more for a palate cleanse? I'll save you some.
Oh! I'll have some later.
Okay.
All right.
I'll put it away. Joey's a liar. There's never a later.
There can be. I've noticed a lot of the supports in this basement are sort of cattywampus. There's like a block sort of on another block of cement.
It's actually a good life lesson that you have to adjust over time as foundations of the world shift.
Yeah, but it could be also the end of us here at any moment.
It stood for 100 and I looked it up recently. I think it's 116 years old.
Wow.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
Well, hopefully it stands for another 116 minutes because we're down here. There was a big earthquake in Russia.
That's right.
I feel There's a big earthquake in Russia. My parents live in Ocean Shores, Washington, so it's right.
Oh yeah,
on the ocean. They have deal with like tsunami warnings.
Right.
They had a tsunami, like a preliminary, like just
like advisory or whatever.
That's the word, and it's just like no panic, but keep an eye on this.
Right. Don't go.
And it was fine. Don't go in the ocean.
Yeah.
And
don't go clam digging or whatever.
Right. And then buy your Walmart out of toilet paper and stuff like that. And flood the gas stations.
On the corner.
Yeah. So that's what my dad's doing. He's upselling toilet paper on the corner. $20 a roll.
Tsunami coming to your bathroom, you might need some pee-pee.
Yeah, that's true. Hey, I'll tell you what, if you eat at that fried fish shop on the corner off the beach, a tsunami might come to your bathroom. You're going to need this.
Said.
Yeah, I said 100% small batch Syrah here from Whoa Nelly.
Whoa Nelly.
Out of Oregon.
That's a fun name. Yep. You know another fun name? This is in Seattle. Yonder Cider. Isn't that a fun name? It's a great name. It's classic, but it's also... I know. I just got this brand new table, by the way.
Spilled all over
the same Goodwill that your case took place
at. The one on Dearborn?
Yes. That's my Goodwill.
Did I tell you when I told the story, like how much time they spent proving the Goodwill was in Washington State?
You did tell me that they have to like be very pedantic about every detail.
The lawyer up to the camera put a Google Maps printout of the Goodwill. Sorry, you were at the said Goodwill. So you experienced these doors
from there. Yeah, I know. I can imagine exactly where it is. I've been there ton of times.
Yeah.
And yeah, it sucks to hear that happened there.
We looked at the man's severed thumb for 3 days.
I bet. You got to prove.
There it is. One person also in the deliberations, she said, did the door really cause the thumb?
Oh my goodness.
And I was like, what do you mean?
So jury duty is like any meeting. It's like any classroom activity where someone just wants to hear their own voice. And so they'll just say the most inane things out loud.
And those people have been online since the beginning of the Trump administration. So now they're like, are we sure the door caused the thumb? Yes.
Was the door woke? Now that tastes fruity and beautiful to me.
Now that's a much better wine.
That feels, where I said the other one was flat, this one is not flat at all. It's very flavorful in a nice way.
So this one, similarly, this is the second one. Not all three were like this. The second one where I asked the guy what's his favorite Oregon wine right now.
Same guy?
And he walked over to the other end and he said, I really like what Whoa Nelly is doing. They have a couple of varieties. You can get a Pinot from them. You can get some white wine from them. And then he said he really liked the Syrah. And I agree with him on this one. The other one, I don't know what he was talking about, but this is good.
It's really good. What is characteristic of Syrah?
Well,
traditionally.
I know.
Because I don't know wines that well.
Let me just find the right way to put it to you, I guess.
Just chew on it for a little bit.
So if I had to rack my brain.
Thought.
What you said, heard, thought. I guess I'd say it's a full-bodied red wine with deep, inky color and a robust flavor profile, known for high tannins and acidity, bold character, aging potential. You can let this thing sit. Common flavor notes, I guess I would say, include dark fruits like blackberry, blueberry, black pepper, earthy undertones, and some hints of chocolate or even smoke. So not like big and bold as like a cab.
Right.
So a little more like table winey drinking type of thing. I don't know if I think you could put this with a steak, I guess, but sometimes you want to pair a steak with like a big old thing to get that thick, like fat, meaty juices off of you.
Sure. More tanniny type thing.
If you get like big steak juices and stuff, even on your shirt or whatever, you just pour a little red wine on it.
Works every time.
It does.
Got to pay extra at the steakhouse for that, but it's worth it.
I bet this goes good with the Gouda.
This is really good. I think it's a little juice-like, so I could see myself liking something better than this. I like this better than the first one, but it's really good. It's easy to drink. It's tasty. I like it.
Totally. I think the first one was much more juicy, in my opinion, than this one. Like fruit juice. The first one tasted like spoiled fruit juice, like botulism fruit juice.
Yeah. Where all the sweetness is gone, though. Like, it wasn't overly sweet to me, I guess, but
where'd the sweetness gone? Remember your joke? This doesn't work at all. I thought it would, and it came out. With Costco, you say where the costs go.
Where the costs go. Petco. Where the pets
where the pets go.
Well, that's where it comes from. That's their actual tagline. Petco, where the pets go.
Where the pets go. And so you stole that and said Costco, where the costs go. But in that case, is a question mark.
Mm-hmm.
You're standing in the middle of Costco. You're looking around. Where do the costs go?
Yeah, exactly.
You could do a very fun TV spot. I don't think Costco does a lot of TV ads, but
no, none. I believe. Yeah,
you're looking up like you're holding like Kirkland signature shorts. Honey, what's wrong? Where did the costs go?
If we're gonna finally monetize this thing, that's how we do it. Getting paid to make an ad. And it's just going to be on TikTok or something for Costco.
And you're near
Costco.
Each time you're near tears.
Yeah.
You're holding up a big pack of Cuties oranges. Where did the costs go?
There's something there.
So for you say, where the sweet go?
Where the sweet go. Yeah. Exactly.
That's why I said it ended up not making sense. And I was sure
okay.
it would.
I like the line of thought.
Thanks.
Yeah, this is good.
But yeah, where did the sweet go?
I was going to say, when you were talking about the tasting notes of Syrah off the dome there, and you said smoky, it reminded me that winery that we went to in the Dalles. Is that what it is? What is it? On the border of Washington and Oregon.
Like east side of the mountains where it's high desert, the Dalles. Yes.
Yeah,
DA. A lot of wind.
Yes. And we drank some wine at that. It was like wolf themed. Yeah. Not themed, but the name was like something Lobos.
Yeah.
And the wine we had there was from a year where there was like a ton of wildfire smoke. And the wine that they served us, I mean, you could genuinely like taste smoke in it. It was really good. It just made me think of that. It was a cool experience. And similar to this, maybe, because it says small batch. I don't know how small batch it is, but that place was like, there's like, 200 bottles of this or something.
Yeah.
And you can enjoy it.
I mean, that's, I guess, some of the pleasures of wine is like, if you drink a Sicilian wine, Sicily is a big mountain. And so all the wine's super minerally because of like lava flow and stuff.
Etna, I hardly know you.
Hardly know you. What year did we go on that trip to the Dalles?
Gosh.
Because this is a 2022 vintage.
It might have been around
then. Now, the Dalles isn't Willamette Valley. It's more close to like Yakima, I guess, but it's kind of neither. So maybe the wine we got was brought up from Oregon.
I know. I have no idea on the location or the origin of those grapes, but I just remember them telling us that, and it was a cool trip.
It was a good trip. And I think we've told the story on the show before, but we were in this very small campground with like maybe 8 total like spots. So you could kind of see all the people that are all setting up tents. And it was a super windy place. It's a high desert, so the wind's kind of howling through there. You got to kind of strategically park your car to and then you're fine.
Yeah.
But where we were setting up the tent was super windy, and there was this group next to us that was just having a hell of a time setting up their tent.
Yeah.
They couldn't get it. They gave up. They're sitting there drinking beer, staring at us as we go out to set up our tents. And all of them gave us like the same like incredulous, like, good luck with that. This wind's too much. And in 15 minutes, our tents were set up and we were fine, staked to the ground.
Yeah. That was hilarious.
It required like some level of, I guess, patience and concentration.
They also, I mean, in their defense, they were trying to set up like a tall, like 8-person tent, and we had individual sleeping tents. like 3-person tents. But it is hilarious to me because they literally said that. They said, "Good luck."
And I wanted
to say... It wasn't even just the looks. It was they literally went out of their way to say,
exactly.
Good luck
with that. We didn't ask for this.
No.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
And also, I should have looked over them. I said, it says said.
Yes. Should have.
I should have said
we could go back.
And we did. I think we kind of had a little bit of staked it up and gave him one little.
I think we did.
It's staked up.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Yeah. The whole weekend was hell. It was just one lobbed empty water bottle full of piss after another.
After the other.
Yeah.
You know, I'm waking up at 2 a.m. and there's someone hovering over me with a knife.
Speaking of, we're going camping this weekend, so I can't wait for more knife hovering above my tent.
Yeah. We got to go bury him the next day. I can't wait for that either.
Yeah.
Last time we went, now there was a real mysticism that happened last time where we found a cabin.
Yeah. That's right.
So we in earnest believe this. This is kind of fun. We went out during the day or at night one night and we saw the cabin.
Both, but one was at night.
Right. So we go out and we see this cabin that's super creepy looking. Like we're out camping in the middle of the woods in Washington off the mountains, middle of nowhere. And there's like these little trails you can drive. I guess they're not trails then. You can drive them, but they're not roads. They're back out in the mountains.
Yes, fully formed by whomever happened to
want
logging. To drive. Yeah, right. They are probably old logging roads. Yeah.
So we're having fun because our buddy has a Jeep. Producer Mike has a Jeep, and we're doing that. And we see that. Yeah, what am I saying? Lexus.
It's kind. I mean, it's a 4-wheel drive Lexus.
That's what I was trying to say. With the he has
a
moonroof or a sunroof, and you can stand up and look out and stuff.
Yep.
Whatever. We're doing that. We're having fun. We look out. We see this cabin. We go, that's creepy. So then later,
that was during the day, I think, and then at night.
And then at night we're drunk. There's not that many paths. And we go, we're like, let's look at the creepy cabin. We got to show some of these other guys that didn't come out the first time. So we drive out there. We go down the same path. We look. The cabin's gone. It is not there. And we are shining, and it is not fucking there. And all night, you weren't but Mike and I were both like, what could have happened? The cabin was supposed to be there, and it isn't.
Yeah.
Same spot, same space. Cabin's completely disappeared. Go to bed, get up next morning, go out and see that we just missed a turn. The cabin was actually...
Yeah.
We were freaked out the whole night.
Yeah. It was weird at the time. I will say it was weird at the time.
When we were standing there, everyone was like, there weren't other turns.
Yeah,
this is the where it was. That was fun.
Weird.
I think it was just
the effects of alcohol and being in a place you've never been before. But it was a ton of fun, and that trip was fun. And I'm genuinely excited.
And I went
rarely
in the cabin then.
Get genuinely excited. Yeah, we did during the daytime.
We went
in the cabin. Yeah,
and I find myself every so often Saturday morning. I wake up, I'm bathed in blood. I'm laying in that cabin. I got to find my way home.
Wow.
But so ever since I went in, there's somebody that kind of, speaks to me at night, and then I get up and I drive my car, eyes closed.
Specific instructions in your ear.
But he's giving me instructions the whole way there.
Yeah.
Various animals sort of disemboweled and stuff around. So,
sweet.
All right, so let's go to the last one. This one. Go ahead. No, you go ahead.
Disemboweled animals made me think. A fun thing about getting married, where Alyssa and I did, is that her
that's a good
bridal suite. I know it'll come around.
It's even
her
better.
Bridal suite was the neighbors to her grandparents who have the house. Their neighbors let us use like the upper level, which is a finished space above the guy's like sort of workshop tool shed thing. It's finished space, but it's also where he keeps all of his like deer mounts and fish that he's caught and a ton of taxidermied animals. There's a bear rug on the floor and everything. And it is funny. We have some good pictures of Alyssa. She's all done up in her like wedding, ready to go thing next to a mounted deer on the wall.
It's fun.
Those are lovely pictures.
That's where you guys were. That's cool. Like you'll look back and be like, oh wow, yeah, that was.
And that guy was very cool. It's one of my goals going forward is to be more like Rick. He was a very cool guy.
Did you try to go out and look at Rick's place at night and it wasn't there?
Yeah. I was stumbling around at night. I don't know if it was the mysticism or the martinis, but it was gone.
All I'll tell you is if you wake up on a Saturday morning and you're bathed in blood and you're in Michigan, you're going to have to find your way home. No one's going to believe you either.
Right.
This time the guy walked away because I realized I got to get Washington still. I don't know. I blanked. I was getting stuff for home. So the guy wasn't there anymore. So I picked just a classic variety of Washington, one that anybody can find in pretty much any store. This is a Chateau Ste. Michelle Indian Wells Cabernet Sauvignon. It's from Columbia Valley, Washington. It might not be the best wine in Washington by any means, but it's one you can find everywhere. So I thought I'd grab that. Also, a little trick for those, most people probably do know this, but it blew my mind when I heard it. You don't need a little foil clipper when you get a wine like this. You can just go pop, and you can pop that top right off. Pretty fun.
I learned that from your wife, I think, was the first one that I saw do it, or it was you. But yeah, I do that all the time now.
One of the many reasons I have continued to fall in love with my wife.
I have had this wine a lot. I actually just bought, not just, but I'm finishing off the last of a 6-pack of these that I bought at my local Safeway. And
it's a mass market wine in terms of, I guess, domestic, widely available. You're probably not finding it internationally, though. Honestly, maybe. And yet, between that, you can find it everywhere, and how good it is, it's pretty hard to beat, and a solid price point. We're really destroying this table.
Yeah, it's good. It was made for the memories of cold cans. Little wine stain will do it well. Let's get these bottles up here.
Yeah, let's show it. This segment brought to you by Whoa Nelly, Chateau Ste. Michelle, and Folk Man. All right, here we go.
Cheers.
It's the best of the bunch.
It's good.
It really is the best of the bunch.
It's full-bodied, I would say.
It is 3 different varieties too, so that's like not doing any state. Though I will say, so California kind of does all these types of wines. Washington is known for the big, bold, full-bodied, eat it with steak wines. And Oregon is known, again, like I said, for the Syrahs and the Pinot Noirs. Mm-hmm. And you could tell the difference between the different types of wine bottles. There's like the one with shoulders is bigger or bold. The one with like more slender sort of pear, Joey Glocke shaped body is a Pinot or a Syrah or something like that. So I love it, though. I love a big, bold wine.
It's really good.
Big, thick boy, too. You can't see right.
Oh, yeah, I know. The other one said it was inky, but this one is truly inky.
This will go with the Gouda.
That cheese stinks. Yeah. Not in a bad way. I don't want any more of it, but
it's aged.
I can
smell
you not
like it.
I'm not a huge fan of it, honestly.
Really?
I would have to check the QC over at Glocke Cheese Cave.
So this one,
it's not. Let me get back into it. I just got a smell when I moved it, and I was
it has nothing to do with the Cheese Cave. This has been, I bought it days ago.
Oh, you said it was 1,000-day aged.
Well, 1,002 days aged, it must be.
Oh, so it actually got it.
No, it actually was.
I thought you just like forgot it in your fridge.
No. The label says 1,000 here.
I see. Okay, that was really good. It was really good.
Oh, now it's really good. It's 1,000-day aged Gouda.
Wow.
So this was on the little sample platter at the grocery store. Now you love it.
No, I love that. I love the like little samples of cheese.
Yes,
I go to Metropolitan Market and get anything. Yeah. And it's like, $8 for this tiny thing of cheese, but I want to taste it.
I stuck a little toothpick in it and then I had it.
Oh, yeah, that too. Yeah. But the little basket they always have of like the odds and ends from when they were cutting it and you pay way less for it.
Straight up toothpicks.
Nice.
I grabbed one and I went, well, that'll go with. It's literally shopping for this thing. I was like, this is the pairing.
It's good.
So
it is good.
So it is.
It stinks though. Yeah, it does smell.
Well, it is 1,000 days old.
Right.
I'm sure that's mold. Right. Like
right.
On
it is.
That's, I guess, intentional. It's inside.
I got some mold on my back here. If you want to.
Oh goodness. But it's inaccurate because I do believe I do the math right. It's 1,004 days now.
Oh wow.
So I should have updated the label.
Yeah. What the hell?
It goes well with this big bold boy.
It's good. Should we do movie corner? Is that any other segments besides movie corner remaining?
Don't you dare step on my segments. Don't you dare. Next one's movie corner. You and I saw one together, so we should lead with that, which is 28 years later.
Yes.
So if you're a fan of the zombie movies from 28 years ago, practically, 28 days later and 28 weeks later, this is the third of the trilogy, and now there's even more coming.
That's crazy to me.
It's crazy. I thought, I was re-listening to our last episode, the Gin
studying game film.
Yeah, a little game film, a little game theory here. What's the deal with? I thought when we saw
listening to Neil deGrasse Tyson the other day.
I thought we watched Friendship, right? And Friendship was weirder than I thought it would be, and yet I still liked it, but it wasn't the movie I thought. I think you could use the exact same description to say 28 years later was.
Yeah.
I still liked it, and I love that franchise. I've been on the record saying 28 Days Later is still one of my favorite movies of all time. And the movie was weirder and very different than what I thought it was going to be. And yet, like, it was one of those where I still, at time to time, it pops into my head where I'm like, oh, yeah, that movie. And without spoiling too much, the ending is bonkers.
Yes, the ending is very weird. And then afterward, you told me that it's a planned trilogy. And I was like, okay, that makes a little more sense to me now. Because without that knowledge, it makes absolutely no sense. And you're left baffled. But I mean, yeah, it puts you in the like same headspace as I wouldn't even say as the first movie, but it's like close enough to the same universe and vibe that it gets you where you want to be. It's not the low budget sort of only vibes based like the first one was, but I think I liked it better than the second one. And I hadn't seen any of them until I was preparing to watch the third one with you. And so I watched them in short succession. And yeah, the second one's fine, but it's a different movie than the first one for sure.
It's kind of like, honestly, like I watched in succession because I never watched it. Of course, I guess I was too young, but I watched Alien and Aliens back to back, and then Alien 3, which was fine.
Okay.
I think Alien 3 is David Fincher.
Got it.
The first is a masterpiece, and it's Ridley Scott, and it is what it is. Everyone loves Alien. Suddenly you like the cheese. Now that you know I didn't age it for 1,000 days. Just because I aged it, it wasn't good.
I regret hanging my hat on the smell, but the smell was intense when I was moving the finger, and I was like, oh boy. But you don't get that when you eat it. You get the little salt, crunchy crystals.
That's really good. That's what I liked about it too.
It's very good.
Alien is a great movie, and it's atmospheric, claustrophobic horror, but then also big, open, beautiful. And then Aliens could not be a different movie.
Okay.
It's James Cameron and it's guns blazing. It's fucking nuts. And I think there's a little bit of that with this series too. This third movie could not really be much different than the first movie, but it's also still
the
good.
Same director as the first.
Yeah, you're right.
And writer, yeah.
In this case, it's the same team, and yet they made a very more drastically
money now,
yeah. But also, they just wanted to do something different, and also most of this movie was shot on an iPhone. That's
I saw
crazy.
a little bit about that, yeah.
Much like
it's
this
interesting.
podcast.
yeah, right. There's a lot of overlap between the 28 Years Later trilogy and Cold Cans.
Honestly.
How sad. I liked it though. I agree that it was like weirder than I thought. I think we said all we need to about the movie. In theater experience, Dolby we were in, right? The Dolby Theater at AMC.
Dolby Theater.
And we were in the back right corner.
Was it IMAX?
Were we in the IMAX or
I think we were in the IMAX.
The IMAX theater? Okay. I think you're right, because no, we were reclined. So we were in the Dolby, I think. Right.
And we shared the same seat, reclined together.
It's a nice offering they have. That's why we go to that theater, yeah. Two-tiered individual seating.
Yeah, you get a slight discount.
Yeah. They just have to throw popcorn down and Joey can catch it in his mouth. But there was a man next to us.
Oh,
God
I
bless
was saying
Devin.
we were cuddling. You're saying you're stacked on top of me.
That was what I was going for. But
okay.
Yeah, we were cuddling in the couple seat, sure.
Devin, God bless her, yes.
Had to sit next to the strangers because it was pretty full theater. And we walked in, and it was during the previews, the trailers, and I watched a man with a little plastic cup of nacho cheese take his pinky finger and run it around the inside of the thing and then throw his whole pinky into his mouth and suck the cheese off his finger. And I don't think that stopped with that act that I saw. I think he kept doing that throughout the film. And thankfully I didn't have to see it, but I think maybe Devin did have to experience it.
I saw it and I felt like I was turning into one of the zombies from the movie.
Yeah.
When I saw it.
Would you be an alpha?
Of course I'd be an alpha. The rage virus took me. All right, we're going to do a quick bonus.
Oh, there's more. because Movie Corner has just begun.
We're just going to do, well, there's 2 more segments.
Okay.
Well, there's 3 more segments.
Should I talk about movie while you open this cheese?
Please do. This one is a second Parable of Terrible. I'm going to break off a chunk.
Nice.
And then I'll hand the stick to you. And this is just a Beecher's stick. Shit. And I'm going to go back to what spoiler is my favorite, is the Washington wine. What's the other movie?
It's good cheese.
What's another movie?
Well, I've been trying to make my friend Joey jealous with the movies I go see on my A-list membership. So I have seen, I saw Fantastic Four, First Steps.
I want to.
Very good, honestly. Saw in Dolby. Better than I thought it would be. Saw Superman.
All right, focus on Fantastic Four. Fuck you for both.
So before, this is relevant to last month's episode, we got a special, so we've watched, movie's supposed to start at 12:25 in the afternoon. We're rolling up on 12:50. We've seen the Coke ad with the 2 hot young people. We've seen Nicole Kidman do her thing. Now we're getting another trailer.
No!
And it's Avatar 3, Fire and Ash.
So they're doing a post-credits trailer now.
Post-credits trailer.
I don't think
we're supposed to feel
live.
Blessed by that, I guess.
I don't want to live in anymore.
So the movie, I mean, it literally didn't start until 35 minutes after the posted start time.
Because you were #blessed with
the James Cameron Avatar 3 Fire and Ash trailer.
Winning.
That's right. And
winning.
Fantastic Four is really fun, truly. I think there's some great acting in it, which isn't always true of Marvel films.
The big rock guy?
Yeah, the guy from cousin from the Bear. He's got an interesting name. I don't know what it is, but he's got beautiful blue eyes, and they're wide set once he becomes. Is he the Thing? Is that what he's known as? Yeah, they don't ever call him that in this universe. And it's sort of a bit that kids are trying to get him to say it's clobbering time, and he says, "I don't say that. That's just in the cartoon."
So in this movie there is a cartoon of them?
Yeah. They're like celebrities, and it's a fun thing. I won't spoil too much more, but I thought it was really Joey's inserting the automatic wine cork into his temple.
Sorry, go ahead. You won't spoil too much more, but you liked it.
I did like it. I thought it was good. I thought it was really good acting. Pedro Pascal is the main guy, the stretchy man.
I love my Pedro. Everyone loves Pedro.
Right. And I was just looking up the cast the other day. Can't remember her name, but the lead actress who's the wife of Pedro Pascal's character.
She's like the main character in this movie, right?
Yeah. You definitely see her superpower more than any others. Maybe she's competing with the character who's her brother, who's the Torch.
The guy from the Stranger Things.
Yes. Something Quinn, I want to say. Also has incredible eyes, actually. And it's really good. Silver Surfer.
Calm down about everybody's eyes.
I saw it in Dolby, baby. I was locked in on these eyes. No, I also have a funny thing about the theater. So I came in. It was one of the few films where I got there like at the start time.
Yeah,
because usually I'm aware that there are 30 minutes of trailers. I'm going to show up a little late.
25 to 30.
Yes. 20 to 30 is what it says in the app.
The app
20 is a lie at this point.
The app says 25 to 30. I looked the other day.
Oh, really?
For Fantastic Four, actually.
It used to say 20 to 30. Anyway. I bought seats in the third row of the Dolby Theater, which is, the Dolby Theater has 2 different sections there, where it's the main back thing, and then there are 3 rows in the front, and the section for disabled seating. And I sat in the third row, 4 seats away. I booked it 4 seats away from the nearest person.
I love sitting in the front, by the way.
It's great.
Because you can sit 4 seats away from the nearest person.
Yes. It was great. I sit down with my popcorn. That person immediately stands up and goes and sits in the second row. So the one in front of me.
I'm fine with it.
I know. I said the same thing. I'm like, more power to you.
Fuck
do it. Yeah,
I would probably do it if I were you.
Do it. But again, it's not like I was sitting right next to them. So it's kind of funny that they're like, nope, I'm out.
I'm kind of with them because they don't know you. They know you're a sensible movie watcher.
I'm sucking nacho cheese off my fingers,
digging through shit and like wrinkling.
I'm a very
stuff.
Respectful watcher,
but they don't know.
When it goes silent, I will stop eating. Literally, I'll stop chewing.
Me too. If I could feel the music is crescendoing, I'm like, now it's time for popcorn.
Yes.
But they don't know that, and yet, so I'm kind of with them of like, don't know this guy. Fuck this.
Yep.
I'm moving. I like it.
And then someone actually right before the film started came and sat 1 seat away from me, like not right next to me, but near me, which was too bad. But they were also respectful. They were respectful. They didn't do it. They never got up. They sat there. They clearly don't have restless leg syndrome. They were sort of locked into their reclined position the whole time.
Which is you too. And I respect the hell out of you for sitting through a 2-hour movie.
I move my legs. Yeah, I don't get up usually, but I do move my legs around.
I have to piss so bad. That's because I love a big old soda. And
right.
So then it's just going to happen.
I go dry. Yeah.
Yeah.
I load it with salt and my lips are, parched by the end of it.
But when the credits roll, Nick goes,
yes, I do. Like the guy in Dune. Yeah.
And I have to quickly pour water down.
Fantastic Four, go see
movie.
it.
Okay.
Superman's also a ton of fun. It's much more Marvel coded than past Supermans have been.
Sure.
James Gunn, I think, directed it, right? Who's a Marvel guy traditionally.
Yeah.
He did the Chris Pratt vehicles. Yes. Guardians of the Galaxy. Movies. It feels very much like that.
Guardians Galaxy 3, one of the best Marvel movies I've ever seen in my life.
Dang. I don't know that I've ever seen it.
It's awesome.
Nice.
It'll make you cry.
Wow. I like that.
Really good. And it's less Pratty than the other ones.
Okay. So that's good. Is it more Gamora heavy?
It's very Rocket heavy.
Rocket heavy.
Okay. The best way I could say, which is serves the plot, serves everything, and it's really good. You should watch. You really should watch.
I've heard of the Falcon heavy rocket, but rocket heavy James Gunn film. I don't know about that. But a rocket what else
heavy,
do we?
What if we made a rocket heavy movie with the Falcon, who's now the Captain America? I have one last parable for you before you go to your next movie.
Okay.
What if instead of the cheese, maybe the cheese isn't a good parable? What if we did sour flavored Scandinavian swimmers from Trader Joe's? Now, these are not Swedish fish. These are Scandinavian swimmers.
I love it. I have had non-sour Scandinavian swimmers before because Alyssa and her friends are huge fans of these. So I'm curious how the sour, super sour no less. Which color did you do?
Speaking of superhero movies.
Super sour.
I did a red one.
Silver Surfer.
You have a red one.
I'll do a red one.
So red with red wine. My guess is the cheese would probably pair a little bit better.
This might pair better with the Tito's.
Ooh, that's probably the worst pairing. That's awful to experience. How awful is that?
That's tough. It's going to take me a while to chew that as well. I'm going to have to tuck that one into the lip.
Yeah, tuck that in the lip for later. Can I give you one movie I watched?
Please.
Not in theaters, though. I watched Before Midnight.
Oh, yeah. Those are great.
You seen them all?
I have seen them all.
Hawk and what's her name?
Julie Delpy.
Obviously, if
you've seen right?
Richard Linklater, if you've seen them, they're great. The chemistry is amazing. They do a lot of one-shot takes. So there's a whole take in that movie of the two of them sitting in a train, just having a conversation for almost like 3 minutes.
And you're wrapped. It's not boring. Yeah.
And there's a scene where they're in a listening booth listening to a record and they're kind of missing exchanged glances at one another. There could not be better chemistry. That's what I feel like
during the filming of this podcast.
No, actually. I know. Every so often I'm like, and I'm looking away bashfully and I'm blushing. There couldn't be better chemistry except maybe the Cold Cans podcast between Ethan Hawke and Julie Delpy. 10 out of 10, 5 bags of popcorn. All of the movies we've discussed so far, I'm assuming 5 baggers.
Absolute 5 baggers.
And Before Midnight 5 bagger, and I'm very excited. I watched with Devin. I talked her into watching it. She's like, "What is this shit?" And then she's crying and she's loving it. And I was like, there's 2 more of these movies. And she was like, and then she's like, "Are they shitty?" I'm like, "No, I think they're like as good or better."
Yeah, they're good. They're the same characters, but older.
But older in like real time. I love that shit. So we're very excited to watch Before Sunrise, which is next. Tune in this September moment. Wake me up when September ends. No, stay there and tune in. All right, that's been mine. Now, do you have any other movies?
I also saw Jurassic Park.
The Rebirth.
What is it? It's like
Jurassic Rebirth.
It's just called Rebirth. Yeah.
I don't know.
So
shit movie, right?
The funny thing is, I watched it. I had a meeting, and I guess Seattle people will understand this. I had a meeting on Capitol Hill, and then we had volleyball later that evening in Crown Hill. These are pretty far apart for getting across the city. Also, 2 lanes of I-5 are down at the moment. It was a long drive to get up to the movie theater because I went to a theater close to where the volleyball is.
So I go to our theater down there in South Center.
No, I went north.
Oh, closer to the vault. Yeah,
I went. Yeah, like to the
Northgate
Theater, I guess. Yeah.
AMC. Though.
I walk. It's an AMC, of course. A-list. Come on. There's also an LA Times article out today about the A-list. How in LA it's like a. I mean, it's kind of tongue in cheek, but they're like an exclusive club for Gen Zers in LA is the AMC A-list. Anyway, I walk in like 10 minutes after the movie's already started because I just showed up late, and then I had to leave probably 20 minutes before it ended to get to volleyball in time. So I've only seen the middle like hour and 50 minutes.
Like it's a
Jurassic.
TBS movie that you walked into.
Exactly. I still managed to finish in a large popcorn in that time, though.
I bet you got the gist of it too.
Yeah. I didn't need to see the end.
Absolute shit movie.
It's fine. It's not absolute shit. It's fine, but it's
good actors mailing it in for a check.
Mahershala Ali, Scarlett Johansson, and I think that's kind of the only other like mega star. I might be forgetting someone, but yeah.
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
Mahershala Ali, awesome actor. Is Scarlett Johansson a good actor?
I think so.
I'm not sure.
Really?
Yeah. I think she's done a couple good performances. I don't think consistency is the key for Scarlett.
Okay.
I've seen her do some shit performances.
Sure. I think that's probably true. I don't know. And it's difficult to discern because she's almost become a character unto herself because she's so, like such a celebrity. She's married to the head writer of SNL. Has been on SNL.
Jost.
I didn't want to say his name. Don't say his name on this podcast.
Josty Glocke.
Josty Glocke. I don't think she's a bad actor. I think she's a good actor.
I'm not necessarily saying she's bad. I don't know if she's like a good or great actor. I think she's fine. I think the right role works for her. I think if she's in a Wes Anderson movie, it works. Mm-hmm. I think if she tries...
Right. There's got to be a comedic slant to what she's doing.
A little bit. And I think if she tries to do something that isn't in her wheelhouse, which I guess you could say that for a lot of actors.
Can you think of one, though? I'm genuinely curious if you can think of one.
I wish I had a rebuttal here. Some of the Marvel stuff she's done, she's mailing it in.
Gotcha.
And I just kind of watched her in the trailer, at least for the Jurassic Rebirth thing, and went, "This is her collecting a paycheck." But if you're saying it's not, and you thought she was pretty good, then
I think she's
no Julie Delpy.
She's no Julie Delpy.
Delpy?
I think it's Delpy.
Apologies.
Though she's French, so it might be pronounced some odd way. So Scarlett Johansson in this movie has a sort of, they're not really even flirting, but it's like sort of a intimate revolving relationship with Jonathan Bailey, who is in Wicked. And he's a really good actor. He plays like the paleontologist, like the straight man in this movie.
Nick.
Somewhat ironically.
Nick.
But he's great. And I won't give away the plot, but they have like a dynamic that I think works well because she's supposed to be the sort of like funny one where he's the straight, like, I take this very seriously and I care about the science, and
so
she's
play
more
off each other well.
Yeah. So I think in that way it came off like a good performance.
If they make her the funny one, that does work.
Yeah.
It's when it's roles that
I agree with that.
I wish I could come up with one, but roles where she's playing the straight person doesn't necessarily work for me. There's one where she's like a robot or like a god, black. I can't remember what it is.
I know. I can't think of a role that was she. Is she the girl in Lost in Translation?
Of course she isn't. She's great in Lost in Translation.
That's kind of a serious role.
That's what I'm saying. It's inconsistency.
Okay.
This is the difference between AAA ball and major leagues. AAA ball, you have moments of brilliance, and then if you go into a drought, I'm sorry, you're not a big league player.
She recently
You're not Chalamet. You're not Delpy.
Sure. I'm sure Chalamet has some.
You're not
some
Streep.
duds.
No, there are no misses on those records. Mahershala Ali, no misses on those records. Or is he bad
that
here?
I'm aware of. I don't know.
I would assume he'll start collecting paychecks, but
he has a very surprisingly small role in Jurassic. Maybe he will have a bigger one when they continue whatever this storyline is that they're doing.
Or maybe he was available for a week.
Yeah, that could be it too.
They called it good. We're running long.
Let's roll. Yeah, we are.
I'll skip the quiz.
You know what? Funny thing?
Quiz sucked.
The last two episodes, so for July and June, when edited, they were the exact same length.
To the second?
To the second.
It's
kind of funny.
That's our limit of tolerability with one another.
Yeah. All right. What do we have? We're going to rank them?
I'm skipping the quiz because this quiz sucked ass anyway. All right. I've asked ChatGPT for a quiz.
We might cut the ScarJo stuff. So there might be time.
No, I stand on record.
Okay.
And these posts do represent my company. These posts represent Microsoft.
That'll get cut. Oh my goodness. There's a fourth wine.
I was going to do a quiz.
Finish the Tito's.
I was going to do the quiz. I promise I'll finish the Tito's. However, I said, okay. The Pacific Northwest wines, sure, they're so good and all. What if we paired it with a French Bordeaux wine, a good one? This is a Chateau
This is the most expensive episode of Cold Cans.
Bordeaux Superior, 2019. So this is 6 years aged. That's a $14 bottle. I bought it at Pike Place Market. There's a really good French/Spanish place that has incredibly cheap wine for awesome.
Oh, fun!
Incredibly good wine for awesome prices. I'll tell you all
Great
about
service at a reasonable price.
Not the best service. Good product at a reasonable price. Now, don't do anything with this kind of imagery. I have to stabilize it.
I do too sometimes.
Nicholas. This is called, what do you mean what's it called? Oh, I don't remember. That's why I'll have to tell you later. And if you tune in September, you'll hear about it. Or if you catch the show notes, I'll tell you about it. You should go, though. Honestly, it's fucking awesome. The wine is cheap and very good around the world. So we've had the best of the best. Our favorite, I would assume, Washington, Oregon, California, that order. It's from your reactions.
Yeah. Waurka.
Yep. Waurka. So let's do this French wine. And let's see if we hold up as a country. Or if we're disintegrating, democracy is ending, and the American experiment has failed.
And we'll put a tariff on this podcast.
Yeah. Now,
is that topical enough for you?
You hear about these tariffs? I like that quite a bit.
I mean, it's really good.
It's so
incredibly smooth.
It's so smooth. It's got the things that are good about the Washington cab, but like quite a bit smoother.
The second taste, I think I had to get the rest of the cheese off my tongue. It's really good. Because the flavor was a little muted at first, but yeah.
Oh,
it's
my
good.
God. All right, France. Mon ami.
Cans.
More vin, s'il vous plaît. It's good. It's the best of the bunch. So we don't hold up as a country. And honestly, the American experiment, you pair it with late stage capitalism, it's one and the same.
Yeah, that's a lesson you could take away here.
Those are all segments I have. I'm not doing the shitty ChatGPT quiz. It wasn't good. So
appreciate that.
What are our assessments? We both believe Scarlett Johansson sucks. And we think what? Don't
clip that.
I love ScarJo. Don't aggregate me. I love ScarJo, but I don't think she does great in everything. Not all actors do. In fact, very few do. Pitt.
Because she also
sorry, go ahead.
She also, I believe, is the not highest paid actor of all time, but the highest grossing actor of all time.
Yeah, because you throw Marvel
says
in
something.
It.
Yes,
yeah,
says something about maybe to your point that she has a ton of roles that some of them just don't hit.
And she's like really prolific. She's a hardworking actor and in a bunch of shit over the years.
Right.
Whereas somebody like Meryl Streep, whatever, your other like big like actors, I don't know, Daniel Day-Lewis or something.
Yeah.
Not necessarily in everything.
Yeah. I saw, speaking of, I don't know what made me think of this, but The Rock is in a new A24 film.
Also one of our preeminent actors.
Yes. Certainly
the
one of the
wrestling
highest
one,
grossing.
Smasher, or the UFC one.
I know. What is it called? It's called
it's a Safdie movie.
Yeah. There was a poster for it at AMC.
The Smasher, the Basher, something like that.
Smasher.
It's getting a lot of hype. Apparently, The Rock's really good in it.
Dwayne Johnson and Emily Blunt. I'm going to see it.
I'm not blunting my expectations. I don't have it. I thought there'd be something. But
Emma leave you behind when I see it.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Should we be done?
Yeah, what do you think?
All up, did you enjoy my premise today? Did you have fun? It was fun. I had fun.
Thank you for putting in the work and preparing all this. I had fun. The cheese was good. The Scandinavian swimmers can stay till the end, maybe next time.
Rotten hell. Oh, no, I guaranteed and promised I'd have the vodka. So give me the vodka as we go out. Hopefully that fun little like tune is going on right now while I have it's gluten-free. It's vodka. This whole episode is brought to you by Tito's Handmade Vodka, award-winning American vodka. Nick, until next time, cheers.
Cheers.